Hello, welcome to the stream. Just starting up. I didn't do a stream counter, but I'm not arsed, I just started off manually. So, a bit of work's been done by myself off cam. I'm apologising for having a bit of a break, however, most of the fun games I want to do, I've been having some odd stream problems. Space Engineers, PUBG. PUBG, I know Travis had some problems. Space Engineers, I think that's just because game's running a bit poorly at times, and it's just, I don't know. OBS had an update, and it sort of messed a couple of odd things up. Right now, I'm recording Minecraft, not even on the Minecraft recording setting. I don't know what's wrong with it, but anyway, I've been doing a bit of work. I thought of an idea of having like supplies scattered around here, and like a thing like supplies when you can grab it as much as you want, and it's okay, but a bit naff work myself. A bit of ice, animals, Okay, that's not entirely right. How the heck are the sheep escaping? So, okay, I'm gonna. Not even like proper. Like, how the hell are they escaping? Either it's a go for a fence glitch, or bit of animal noise there. Okay, let's just drop this off. I have to admit, I regret to think about putting a house here because it's too empty. But I'll go a bit of a walk around. I've been thinking about more anti-fortress and bringing up walls and that. As I know, the next part I want to do, I've got a gate to the town which is going to be down by the side, and a lot of important structuring to do. So I've got a staircase built here, which I think you saw the last video if I did show it, but it's empty so far, but I might keep it empty. I like it empty. Just walking across the wall, not much different. Might have showed off a bit what we're doing there, but that's not the best place to show it. So I have this bit, and this is where it's sort of, because I've attempted, have sort of, it feels bigger than it is, sort of put another centre looking point where you draw to the very front door where it would go out to here. So the castle, that's all that's really been changed, but they're outside. So if you remember, this bit was flat, however this was not, this was a mountain. I'm thinking about getting rid of that, but I'm still thinking my mind on that one. I've also painstakingly dug a 5 wide away from the wall trench, and I've got round most of this side really. So I've gone up to here where I've stopped here. I've got a bit of a waterway which goes down, which this was basically a pond on here. So I've done quite a lot of work digging this out. Gone through here. It's not that deep because I don't want any ships going up really. And I've sort of, oop, I missed a bit of water up there, but I've sort of halted there. As I was digging this out, placing stone to make it even. So I've sort of halted here, as all I got to do is fish off the river and get it, because if I go up a bit, this leads to an ocean that way. I was thinking about this way, but then it's just, I probably could connect up via river, but yeah, more work. But that was like the best way to get to an ocean. And also, I would probably have to ship dock there, have to build a river or canal system, but so I've been majorly been doing. So the trench system ends there, but I need to get around there a bit. But that's that's what I'm basically speaking today. So, quite a bit of work. You can tell it's a bit of, I thought, forget natural stuff, because it needs to be anti-fortress, like. So it comes around here. Then I sort of did that side. I realised I'm not going to be bothered getting through there. I need to go all the way around. So I thought, well, I've got this far. Let's just turn set day. I have a bit of snowfall, so it's no problems. So it comes here. Goes here. Flat. Stone's only enough to make it flat and very simple, but come around here. I've done quite a lot of work. This was like a bit of a mountain. The water problems. And I've cleared a lot of jungle out. Well, forest should I say, but if you remember, I showed this off, was just trees everywhere on this border. But I've done a lot of clearing out. What we'll be carrying on doing today, mostly, just because it's a bit of a chat and talk. But not really, but because it's more or less me showing an update of the world. I've been saying, well, I've not been putting as much up on. And that, what the heck's happened here? Shh, no one know. So I've got around here. Decided leave this here because it's a bit stuck in the fortress. You can't really do much there. Go around here, neaten this bit up. Going around here, and as from the start, I did a bit of a glimpse. I was stuck here. Used a bit of explosives to get through. As I think, if you should remember, when I was building this, if I showed it, there's a bit of a mountain here. So my plan is to try and clear it through, keep it all level, then cut it straight underneath the causeway. If it, I haven't actually checked, but I think so. Might have to redo the causeway support system a bit, but could technically take it out. It looks, well, the causeway I always wanted a bit done, like in certain places. Like that's really fine. This bit could do a bit of a change, but you know. So we come through here and sort of tighten up here and go through here as a trench. Then come round here. I don't know. I just have to straighten up the valley a bit. Sort of figure out what I want to do. I'll probably keep this, but might want to start trying to build this bit up here so it's not so easy to jump on. Remove bit part of this mountain. Remove bit of this mountain. Like, I know I cleared that with MC Edit, but I just did this manually. And you can sort of tell how I did it manually, as you've got the straight bits. And here you've just got, like, the mountain's just been cut off. Looks nice, but this feels nicer. This feels better. So there's some plans, and for the rest of the stream, we're just gonna be working on it really, bit of the groundwork, because it's a bit of a chiller than building. But plans, what I want to do is get the walls up, get the outside up. I can sort of figure out how the levels are working. As you can tell, I've not got around the block edging onto that side, but I've been sort of using a bit of odd-based TNT to assist the breaking of this. I've actually found this quite nice. I know it's probably a bit boring, but you have come onto a stream. I've just dropped everything, so not all streams are exciting all the time, but I just wanted to get something out. Sort of, I just dumped this here. Let's grab a bit of stone to keep it level. This is literally all I was doing. Break it a bit. And then this is where there's going to be a slight issue. But I think if I as long as they don't hit anything like gravel or dirt, shouldn't go any further than this. It's already gone to basically 10 minutes. Oof. I've only done a quick fire out. Bit of chat. Like I said, sometimes all you got to do is do all this work is get in the mood. And the other night I was in the mood just to go ham on it. Just go as not fast, but just keep working on it, and sort of. And then it's sort of, yeah, I've done that. Had a bit of break. And I thought last night, bam, ham on it. That's where I did all these outside and clear off that mountain and the river. Last night, I have to admit. Well, the sources to the afternoon this night, but still technically last night. The whole let me just double check this is gonna be level. So what's this height at? 71. Odd. No, that's not odd. The river was at 63, that's why. Bit deja vu. And this is at 78. That's 7, not 7. Yeah, 7. Never mind, don't mind me. That's all it's gonna do, not gonna work, is it? This entire trench system's weird. I am gonna have to do a lot of work around here. Like what I've been doing really is landscaping and removing trees and odd bits of mountain. So like trees, you don't want any wood. Like if you go try and climb a tower, or climb this sort of fortress, you would come here, you would try and sneak in because it's quite large. And if there's trees nearby, you just use the trees for like sort of, like in Minecraft sense, make ladders. So if you move all the wood around for quite a while area, it's sort of not as easy just to sort of get rid of cover as well. So I just noticed this is a cave here. I could probably cut it off when I get to it. Like I said, I've got a bit of landscaping to do, but it's the toughest one yet other than the mountain. It's just trying to, I don't want to level it all, but I do want to have a trenching. A trenching. So let's blow a bit more up. Should be perfect level. Boom. Miss 2, put 1. Boom, boom. Like, the sound's probably the easiest bit, really, because it's just plonking. Not plonking, what the hell is plonking? I don't know. Just placing blocks where it's needed, then breaking through. Probably actually should change this. You don't want sand. I must not notice this. I must not be paying attention when I was doing this. Just steamrolling through. Snow could stay, dirt could stay, but sand. Oof. I don't mind here because it's just this, but I don't mind that because that's just. Oof. Like sort of when you have arches on walls here, like you really can't see the trench that well, but doesn't really make much sense. But I thought it'd be a better idea having trenches here because you wouldn't just have people on the walls. You have people searching around the area because probably like pathways everyone wants to get. Really, just get the project running, full swing gig stuff done. Like my idea is this world's just gonna have tons of projects on it. Like so this would be this project, and then I'll sort of have projects expanding. That probably sound perfectly fine, but my brain just went, "What the hell did I just say?" I hate my brain. I'm gonna go to a shop, give them 50 quid, give me a new brain. And if they say they can't do that, well, I'll just take those. Those. I I think I'm hearing myself say weird things and I'm not saying weird things. You just ignore me. Okay, let's get to bed. I'm just gonna do this so it keeps the weather off. Stupid thing with Minecraft, if you don't sleep, the game will annoy you with weather. It's funny, but I'd be fine if I went bombed out the snow, but the snow comes everywhere. And I don't want torches scattered all over the floor, so snow's gonna be a slight issue in places. So if this is technically sea level, snow does not actually go up that high. Like this could be like a mini flat block, and you get snow on the top of it. Then you go a bit higher. Like I get why there's snow being on top of this building. I don't think there is any because I've made this a perfect roof. Yep, this bit. Because I've made it no full block, but even then, like, is this what's this class as? Desert. Extreme hills. Desert, yeah. Yeah, I see why but it's like, really? Desert, extreme. Oh, that's why, there's no snow here, because it's I have got a weird biome thing, but it's so big. It's just go biome river. Just because there's just so much things not things so much space. What's it called? Or land area. There's something special. I think it's called. Well, it should be. I think it's something special, but it's basically a certain amount of land area. But basically, there's so much land area, and it covers over. Really, if I fly up, like you see most castles like this size, and then I sort of go up, and it sort of you have the main like up top fortress bit, which is gonna be huge. Like, I could plant my own mansion on that space there. I could, I think I actually could. If I could, I'm gonna laugh. Because that entire thing took forever to build. Like, it's like, so far it's only says my truck's loaded in, but if you fly up, if this was the entire map, look how much is actually on that. You have, yep, bit desert. You have a bit of swamp, extreme hills, plains, then forest, darkwood forest. Sort of, I've chose to build this on an awkward location. Like, look at this. The entire map does not even cover anything. When that's gonna land. But like, if it was like the old maps where things were mini, but can I land in the water? Can I land in the water? Oh, it's not that deep. That's like hitting like worse than concrete. What's worse than hitting your face in concrete? Who knows? Metal? I guess, but metal would be hot. That's the worst thing about it. Like in the sun, it would get really hot. Oh, this is bad or something. Like, sort of, you can see how I probably spammed a lot of TNT on the outer shell this because it's so close to the wall. I don't want to blow too much away. As that's a bit more work for me in the long shot. I know I'm filling in blocks. I just want it to expand out and cause more damage. Controlled explosives. And it hit something a bit weaker and it went mental. Why am I throwing that in? Ooh, I must have got a lot of dirt then. Seems to be more stone, that's weird. Well, it's stone from above. No, it's not stone from above. Okay, I think that's as far as that. Gonna take that. Now I need to do this the awkwardest way in the world. Yep, turn the lights on. Run. Really? That's a good place for TNT here, once I. Okay. Break through here. Drop the lever, don't want it. Start placing a bunch of explosives. I'm just gonna place a bunch of dirt. Okay, there's no point of that wall, but lights up. Now, how much has that made a mess? Not that bad, quite controlled. It's been worse, like the dirt. Now, since I've probably blown this up at another level of height, it's not been perfect, but it's generally a 3x3, but it's basically a 3 cube space it blows up. It might be a 3x3x4, but no, it's a 3x3. I take that back, it's a 3x3. I think sometimes it can do a 3x4, but it's be a bit of a awkward. Like if I do it 2 back. It can do it. It can do extra. It just doesn't do it solid. Like it does a solid 3x3, but then any bigger, it just gets a bit of a weak. Like you may be wondering, what's the point of getting rid of this? Well, in a way, with a mountain, giving you more height to climb a fortress is not the best thing in the world. I admit the walls are that good. So it was getting ridiculously sort of weird to get some of the walls sorted, but sort of here you can see decent. Because in a way, if you think about it, you don't want a hill leading up to your mountain. It's a bit stupid in a way. I want to blow this up, so I'm just gonna do a bit of. Makes no sense what, but no regrets. Regret. Oh. Weren't too bad. They're really not checking on the floor. Because say when I lit it didn't drop. And I lit that one first. Oh, for God's sake. Why? Oh. Okay. I think it's after this one. The rest of the is all level. Yes, it's all level. Like I'm sure I dug this level like perfectly level. Well, the answer's there for you. Like, the only way someone could probably beat a fortress is why it's having most of its manpower guarding the fortress and killing mountains, basically, you would call it. Okay, let's put explosive here. Explosive here. Run. Yeah, that wasn't that good, actually. I just feel it was cobblestone, not asked about this bit. But clearing stone. I don't know if I'm breaking more than I'm losing, to say the least, but I think did I drop a level somewhere? Yes, some clean explosions. Let's spread this while I wasn't paying attention. Ah. Let's break through this. I know I probably haven't done much in mind's eye, but I have took out quite a decent chunk. Oh. Forget it. Have a bit of a safety wall. A safety wall did nothing. Why? Did it go backwards? Only one TNT did that. Possibly two, but I think by this rate I'm sort of even of as many brokes I block on purpose by accident. And that's probably false, saying I broke. So is it 27? Actually, I have broke more than I've broken by accident. Yeah, I was thinking there, but no. Bad statement to make, because if you do mathematically, one TNT does 27, yes. Blocks broken, and I've only broke, and I probably done more of that than I broke the wall, so. I can do maths, but I need better English. Boom, 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 and that's a good one. I don't know why I'm picking it up, but it just... I'm just going to basically pick up all the cluster and lob the cluster where I don't see it. Done, done, done. Drop one lever. I dropped both levers. That's probably what I did. I was getting rid of cluster. Like, if the items actually stayed there without despawning, oh, this entire place would be flooded by now. Okay, now it's a bit away from the wall. I could be a bit less safe. I realise it's quite low. Mine not working well. I think I broke more of the floors than I did the... Well, I have to admit, I think I play. It's just the sand. The only thing that's broke is sand, and an odd bit of sandstone. The sand's just melted on itself. It's been a bit of sandstone, but most of the blocks have not dropped, so a few have. So we've lost quite a bit of efficiency. Why am I even grabbing all the... Oh, I found a place I can dump all the blocks. Grab a bit of sand. I'll at least make a proper patch-up job then around the other side, because I weren't boss. Arse about that, but it's clearly sort of oddly punched into the middle of the desert. there's no natural way of covering up like that. Oh, you can tell it's spawned in because it's weird. But this, it's sort of, you can tell there was like sand here because it's just sharp. Like, you can probably hide this bit up, but what, build a mountain? Should I do that? Oh, I just realised. Build a mountain over the gap, out of stone, no different. I really could be so lazy about this by putting a hole straight through it this way, but I might do that. I just want to get rid of this corner. And sort of level it out, and then I could carry on with the trench. It was just this sort of was a bit of a big issue because the mountain was on where I wanted to dig. And it wasn't like I was going to use the mountain for anything, and it was sort of, most of it was pointless because if I got rid of, there'd be a massive gap here, then this really hindering point, because the point of this trench system of this, it was a flat area that could be basically patrolled easily for guards, but it makes sort of sense if you get a bit of fortress defensiveness. Great word of the day, fortress defensiveness. Oh god. I think half the time I know I've done something wrong, or sometimes I think I've said something wrong. Because hearing yourself speak and not saying it quick enough, sometimes you realise it's a bit weird. Like I should really speak a bit quickly, because then I don't sort of waste more time, but I'd be like this. Like, I know I can speak quickly, I just sometimes, for some reason playing games sort of slows me down just a little bit. Also, most people, like, could be American, I think actually Americans actually speak quite slow. Or the accent makes it sound slower. I've actually noticed that recently. When you get like an American accent, it actually, you can understand what they're saying just about. Depends if they're got a weird, like a bit of a whistle tune to the voice. But when you speak fast without an accent, it's just like, it's like, what the hell? What are you on? And can you give me some? Sort of that style. One thing I've noticed is that, like, how ore and gravel and sort of like the ore, not ore, the special types of rocks spawn, like diorite, granite. What is it called? I forgot. Andesite. I have to admit, digging it into a mountain is not natural. However, having a bit of mountain fallen over onto a bit of sand that goes downwards like it's a crater does not really work. It's like, where is all this gone? There was a bunch of sand here and it's all gone. Like, really, the only place to probably attack us from is the desert. As it's most obvious, but it's easiest because you've got to go through quite a thick forest with a bit of cover with an army, or charge up the causeway. Which, how the heck do you even get the causeway? Oh, I remember. I was gonna make an off turn, going this way. So long ago. Did I actually build it in? I just thought I would do that. So yeah, you got the causeway, then you got the other entrances, like the one near the town. Or if you feel like it, you have to parkour up the side of the thing to an emergency gate. Really, if there's a fire, there's a fountain, water sources, there's ice, for God's sake, there's snow. So there's no point having a fire exit, but they are, technically. I think it's time to almost say ta-ra to digging out this big bit and make it level, make it nice and flat. Might add basic terrain to it so it's not as ugly. But progress is underway. I can leave it at that. I like that. Just cover it quick before it explodes. Plant explosives, light explosives, cover the explosive, run. Missed that one. And there's been a bit of collateral damage, but fill it in. Well, really, isn't this entirely collateral damage? I want to build a trench, however, there's mountains in the way. Let's remove the mountain. And flatten it off a bit. I wouldn't call it collateral damage, I'd call it planned. And if you ever call that planned, don't question it. Yep, instead of filling up with stone, fill it with TNT. Brilliant. Don't know why anyone did it before, just sort of, if you want to get rid of it, you just light it. However, that makes, like, you're building a house, you stick explosives in it. Just never turn on your fireplace. As all regrets, I've got a spicy TikTok. All regrets, I don't know if that doesn't sound right. Don't regret anything. I think I put like a W in there by accident, like regrets. I will regret everything. And now I've completely messed this up a bit, but am I really arsed? I'm more arsed if someone's messed up a cup of tea than what I've done here. And that's Britishism. Or Britism. I don't know. Does that look fine? It's not natural. What the hell was the hole? No. There it is. Thank you. I don't need you again for a bit. I didn't mean to drop the TNT when I spawned it back in. Okay, so that's done. I think I might forget doing the rest of this for a bit, and I might head over to the river. Oh, I might, but really, it's been a bit of a boring stream, but if you really want to see it, but I could. If you, okay, if you really want this, just comment, say, yep, I'm fine. Bit of talk, bit of hearing James mess up on saying words, but I've not got much to say about this. I should really show off the houses with voice of what I did, but the stream failed. And I think I deleted that for sort of, I realised that this isn't the best idea, because it is, what age rating is on this game, and using an appropriate word wasn't the best idea in the world. So, we've got the fountain, blah 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 blah, markets, houses, a pub. What did I call the pub? I can't remember. I named it the Old Knight. Because it's castle, you sort of, what is a slums? Then I realised I should probably get rid of this, but I'll keep it in for sake. Market with an auction place. Sort of the walls and all that. Stairs, sort of explain that. Now, one of the, probably the best and parts of this, which I have to go into game mode. SP for spectator. Is go down. So under all, jeez, if I broke one down, this would be a bit scary. The great chicken escape. Oh, do you realise I have this much space under here? Well, it's one block, but there's a bit of space here. Anyway, so we have this tunnel going over to the black markets. I said I want this for your black markets, and what the heck? Did I block this off somehow? Must have. But we have the markets quite cramped, sort of. You can get what you can't get. You have more of the a door going down to the illegal things, and ooh, going underground's weird. I'm just like forget what used to be here, the mountainside. Like, it used to be quite a tiny mountain, or mountains, as this used to be the ground because there's grass here. There's a pig, pop pigs. Like this used to be here. Actually, this is actually quite good information. Say there's a cave here, but why would I want to go down? That's the there's a bit of gap here. You can see I didn't do this like manually cut it off because I bet. Yep. There was explosive holes where it was blowing up stuff. Like, why would this be a cave at this height? Like, 1 block gaps. This is where you can tell that there's manually because there's a bit of the mountain which I've straightened. This me just having look what I've done. More tunneling. That was me. I think if we go this way, we should see. I think our blocks worth. I think it's probably well-made buildings. These columns, if I got that from when I built them, just straight hollow. What was this? Was this even a column? Was just me? I think this is the column which I'm gonna go through. Yeah. Because does I really need it? No. I think I had an idea of just filling in this to a certain point that like if you think about it, some parts of the floor of the castle are fairly weak. Okay, let's go look at underneath the main tower, which is, well, it's called the main tower because the only tower around really that's high enough. I hope I made it taller than the other building. Nope. Not the tallest figure here, but there will be a taller one. So I did quite a lot of work. At the end it sort of went less, but I had a lot of painstaking redstone to... instead of putting one level, I thought I'll wire it up. Was there a lever? I don't remember. Yeah, there's levers at every single one, but... beds, I don't know why. So what was underneath this thing? Now, well, of course it was ground, but I think this was I thought I actually like manually reconstructed the sign. No, this was when I world edit it, or MC edit, I should say. I think I should show off some of the waterways are quite cool. Sort of. So my idea is to have the main castle, and this water will have one water source, or two, should I say, because it's too wide. So far, they reside up here. Quite neat, I would say, but I don't know what else. I don't want to end it now. I want to give it a couple more minutes, but might have to. But it's just sort of a rewind. Like the causeway. Just mention some good ideas. I'll keep it stone and cobblestone, but mention what I should do with it. Like renovate certain bits, redo certain bits. Just like I sort of done it, then sort of done it when I early realised how well I could build. Sort of did it a bit naff, and then I started this, but I think I started this just before. Was it the? No, it wasn't just before. It was a bit after the other projects with the big mansion, the red thing. Were sort of. I liked it, however, it didn't look as good as I thought. I thought I finished it actually, but kept forgetting it. What the? Oh, it's spectator. I'm just a spooky head. Ooh, spooky head. So, like to all, thank you for watching. I've just ended now before I stop rambling on. I'm thinking I have been rambling on, but that's the point of the video. But see ya in the next one. Goodbye.